Hi guys, welcome to another short video by Antiques Arena. My name is Walter O'Neill, and in this video we're going to have another look at the basics of Chinese porcelain. Now, understand I'm not an expert in Chinese porcelain. It's a new subject to myself, the same as there is some of you. So if I make a mistake, please feel free to correct me in the comment boxes. I'm making these videos, one, to encourage myself to keep reading and learning and finding the time to look at the subject, and two, in the hope that there are some people I can help. Now, when you do searches for information on Chinese porcelain and things, and there's loads of videos on there, but they all tend to be dealing in hundreds of thousands of pieces, pieces worth hundreds of thousands or millions, and they don't cover the basics. What I find is they don't come in for the very beginner who hasn't got a clue about Chinese porcelain, and that's why I'm trying to start at the very bottom and do a series of videos that works our way up. So in this video today I'm going to look at some of the terms they use to identify different periods and different types of Chinese porcelain. So I hope you find it interesting. I'm going to zoom in now and do a little talk up on a few pieces. Okay guys, the first piece I'm going to look at is a piece of famille jaune, which is basically the yellow family. As I've already tried to explain in a previous video, pieces are categorized into their families, as in famille rose, famille verte, famille jaune. So now I'm giving you some examples of what they are. So famille jaune is basically just a yellow glazed or yellow colour. There we have there. So that's famille jaune. Now we have famille rose, which obviously is pink in colour. There we have it there. Now I'm not 100%. I believe this comes in the category of famille rose, as the main colour being pink. So from the famille rose. The next piece is Café Latte, which is a brown glaze, or well, I believe it's pronounced Café Latte anyway. It has obviously the hand painted blue interior, but the brown glaze on the outside, as you can see. Then we have a piece of Blanc de Chine, which is basically white porcelain. Now this is a Guanyin, I think it's Guanyin is pronounced, which is a goddess. It's in Blanc de Chine. Now, if you actually search on YouTube, there was a flog it in Germany or one of the foreign countries to myself, where they had three of these figures from the 19th century, and they estimated them in the hundreds, 300 to 500 for the three figures, and they achieved something like €500,000 for the three figures. It's definitely worth watching. It's like a German flog it, but if you run a search Blanc de Chine on YouTube, you'll find the video. This is a 20th century piece. If you look inside, I will at a later stage try and find some images for you so that you can see the difference between a 20th century modern piece and an 18th or 19th century piece. What I can tell you is the early piece is a lot thicker and it's almost formed by hand. There's lots of different areas. Now even this one has rain marks impressed in here, so you can't just go off the rain marks. But anyway, Blanc de Chine is basically white porcelain in Chinese. Now you have Canton is blue and white. What we have here, I believe, is a piece of Imperial Canton because it's got the gilding. If you take the gold off, then it would just be standard Canton. But because of the gilding, it's Imperial Canton. Now, a few ways of identifying Canton porcelain. The early pieces, if it's a teapot or something like that, it'll have a strawberry finial. If it's a mug with a handle, it'll have a double entwined or twisted handle. If it's a plate, you can date it off the borders. They do a rain and cloud border. The early pieces has a curved border, where the modern pieces has a straight line border, and obviously the quality of the painting is far greater on the earlier pieces. So that's Canton for you. Now, where are we? 2 seconds. There's also a term called clobbered in Chinese, which is basically they take a piece of Canton or Fitzhugh or anything, and they basically paint these sprigs of rose medallion leaves and things over it in pink and green, and that is a term known as clobbered. I have a pair of Fitzhugh plates here on the photograph, and you see all this addition. This is basically what makes it clobbered. Now Fitzhugh is another pattern which is basically symmetrical patterns, and it comes in a whole variety of colours. Some colours are rarer than others, and I'll cover that at another video. You have red ware, which is almost like a terracotta. While I'm on this subject, you see this inscriptions along here, that is known as calligraphy. I have a modern teapot here with lots of calligraphy on, just to give you an example. This is calligraphy. Now, calligraphy is normally poems or messages of luck or love, and I know a cup, a 18th century cup with calligraphy on there, a friend of mine sold for £1,200, and it had a hairline, so it can be really good money. I don't have a piece of vermeil noire which is black, however I have managed to do a photograph for you. So basically vermeil noire is the main colour is black. Vermeil verte, again green, I don't have any. But basically the main colour will be green, and that is the vermeil verte family. Now you have a rose medallion family. So basically this is classed as rose medallion, so you'll have all the roses and everything, and then you have a little panel here with people in. Now I'm not sure if this plate here comes under the rose medallion. I would assume it would. It has all the floral designs and then the panel in the centre. This is a particularly nice example. You can see the quality of the painting and the trees. You then have celadon ware, which is another term, which is basically a green glaze, and then you have a design either incised, cut into the piece, or in raised relief. So it's very subtle decoration, but absolutely beautiful. I'm going to talk to you now a little about stilt marks and kiln grit. I have a photograph here with some photos. Stilt marks, very rare, you will find them on Chinese porcelain, and that's kiln grit. Now I have some pieces in reality to show you the difference on stilt marks to kiln grit. If you look here, this is a piece of porcelain, I believe it to be Japanese, and you see all the stilt marks where it's been fired. Now if you compare that to a piece of Chinese, you see all this sand is kiln grit. There's plenty of it on there. That is kiln grit. That is what you're looking for on Chinese porcelain. I hope this little explanation of some of the terms used has helped you in any way. I'm trying to keep the videos basic and straight to the point. I'd welcome any help or advice you have. As I say, if I'm wrong with anything, please feel free to tell me, and it'll correct me for my learning. And until the next time, I'll say thank you for watching. Hope you got something out of the video. If you did, feel free to subscribe. You'll find us on eBay, Antiques Arena Clearance. You'll find us on Facebook, Antiques Arena, and we have our own website, antiquesarena.co.uk. Thanks for watching, guys.